Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new craft room. We came on a few minutes early just to make sure that it is looking okay for you guys. Last minute. Hello, Miss Sarah. Bring you some yummies. How was it with the big wigs there this week, Sarah? Good morning, Wooly. How are you? So we have been unpacking all this week and playing around, moving this, unpacking this, moving what we just unpacked, and all that good stuff. Yeah, fighting where we're gonna put things.
Fighting that I'm taking her stuff and she's taking my stuff.
Hi, Angie. Welcome. So that is what we have been doing. Good morning, Rosie. How are you? So we are just going through things and destashing as we go. We had Eggos this morning. Really? He didn't walk around the whole building and all that stuff? All right, Angie, thank you for coming in. Bye, Angie. So Miss Pearl was not feeling up to par, and since Shaun and I are on vacation this week, we thought we would come in and try to share some goodies that we found that we don't have homes for and we probably won't use. So how are you guys doing and what are you up to today? Hi, Tammy. Welcome. So if you're new to us and you've never bought from us before, our email address is there. If you could send us an email, we are going to get started here shortly. Yes, happy Friday, although my vacation is almost over then. So I found some vintage ladies' gloves and some extra things that I had. Good morning, Cheryl. What is June-tober, Tammy? Is that the June creep on with Tracy Fox? Is that? Because Miss Kit told me all about that, and I think I'm going to try to do some Tracy Fox stuff coming up. And then don't forget, June 1st is this weekend, and Miss Vanessa will be doing her giveaway. So don't forget to go over to Clemens Crafts for her monthly giveaway. Does anyone have anything going on this week? Shaun is here.
Yes, everybody.
With us.
Everybody doing today? It's raining here, so it's cloudy and cold.
And then I wanted to thank everyone again for getting us to the 750 subscribers. So now our next one is set for 1,000, and we'll do another appreciation to you guys. That was fun. We enjoyed that. Shipments have been packaged and will be going to the post office either this afternoon or tomorrow. Ooh, Tammy, you will have to send me information and tell me who that is, and we'll look into that. I'm going to close this one down since it's raining. All right. Welcome to everyone. I'm going to get started and put out some things that we have found that I have multiple things, multiple of lots of things. So I have thread. You're going to get 6 rows of thread for your sewing machine. Some have wooden spools. So this is the orange and one magenta bag. I have a blue, and again, here's a wooden spool. And I've been dyeing papers, if you can tell. So this is greens and blues here. I paid $3.25, but they're going to be $2.75 today. And then this is the pinks and reds, because I found this one for $2.75, and that's what we're going with, the cheaper of them. So I have A, B, and C. Item number 1. It's $2.75 for A, B, or C. That's in, ladies. Oh. While you guys are looking at those, I'm going to try to remove that little heart. Shaun, this light just went out. This is why I came on early. Everything is in a different spot, and all right, why is it? All right, the heart should be gone. Now let's get back to our video. All right, I'm going to change the price on this, and we'll call these still available. You put a box over here. All right, and then this is going to be $1 round. I have a pack of bobbins. They are metal. That is A. We have some twine because I have a ton of this. And I have a staple remover that Shaun was going to glitter up, but that is C. This is $1 round. that is in, ladies. What are you doing?
Just wanted to mention, you put stuff back in. I gotta find another box. I don't know if that box is missing.
Okay. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you? Are you on this Friday? Tonight. Good morning, Christy. Hi, Christy. Four. Okay. Brenda for B. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Nick. How are you? All right, so 3 Central Time. We will be wrapped up, have lunch, and we'll head over to Miss Jacqueline's. What color are you going to have today? What is this? Oh, these are templates. This is another dollar round, and this is a bag of plastic templates, or there are a ton here. All right, there it is. So you're going to get all of these templates, or you can maybe alcohol ink or something on there. Trying to keep it out of the glare. So you're getting a whole bag of those for $1. 2 tags. I was going to ink on them and use them, but they are still sitting in the drawer taking up space. So you guys, Shaun did great on my room. All right, and then I have a $2 item. I paid $2 for 24 Christmas stencils. These are vintage, but they're not the plastic, so these are paper. I thought they were plastic when I got them, but they're not. So you're going to get 24 of these vintage paper stencils. Yes. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Ria. Right. Paper stencils on B for $2. I'm putting the innards back in there because sometimes you can use those innards too.
Hey, Cindy, Lindy did a little short video on her channel that shows you her room and her table and everything that I did. So. And
then I have the lights out again.
I turned it off. It's got to charge.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So I have these like bookmarks. It says Jesus, the Good Shepherd, and then on the back it tells you the candy cane story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for $1. So 1, 2, 1.
Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I don't know how to act to do a sale on a Friday morning, afternoon. So it's kind of exciting to be off work and pestering my wife
That's in, ladies.
Well, I mean, 8 times 2.
Wooly, you get the whole bag for $1.
You saw me separate.
That's going to be a whole thing.
Okay.
All right. These are still available. All right. I'm going to do a $5 round. And I have a bag of Melt Art Heated Ink. I was going to try it on the jelly plate, but I have so much ink that I just need to get rid of this. You are going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 colors for $5. Oh, that's A. B is this little Doris mini paper trimmer. I've never used it. Still in the package. And then let me have that. This one. You are going to get Recollection embossing powder, 3 jars. And we'll just make that $3. So 553. That's in, ladies. Why are you? I like my strings.
It's getting on my nerves over here.
Brenda for C. Thank you, Brenda. And we'll call A and B still available. All right. I have on A, I have this roller, and it comes with 2 replacements with different images. And I'm going to throw in a Speedball brayer. That's going to be $3. Then I have this wooden box. It's all going to be different prices. This wooden box for $1. And I have Tim Holtz Distress Spritz. Woo! And Pilled Paint. That is going to be $3. So 313. Wooly wants A from the last round.
Okay. Thank you. We got you.
Thank you, Wooly.
Sweetheart Sleep A.
These aren't in yet. I was reading chat because
Sorry.
$3. B is $1. C is $3. That's in, ladies. And hello, sweetheart, Brat. Christy for A.
Aaron just came in.
Hello, Aaron.
I got you right over here.
What are you doing?
Sit there. And my wife's already throwing stuff at me across the table. Like we're in high school or grade school. She's picking on
Are
me.
still available. All right, and then I have alcohol ink caramel. We have alcohol ink ginger. Those are going to be $2. And let's go memory box open studio stamps. That'll be $2 as well. ABC, $2. That's in, ladies.
Thank you, Aaron. Call me Serger Carpenter.
He's a jack of all trade.
The master of none.
True. Miss Rosie for A and B.
We'll get it back. So.
Thank you. And Rosie, we'll put those in a bag so they don't. All right. C still available. Thank you, Rosie. All right, let's see. I have, this is not the Tim Holtz. I had this one I got from Amazon. It's going to be $5. I have the Tim Holtz one as well. Let's see. I got some other. So this is clearly Gina triple play frame. This is going to be $5, never used. And this one has been used, but not by me. I bought it this way. So you get all of the stamps and then you get the dies as well for $5. That's in, ladies. All right, we're going to call those still available. And let's do some dollar stamps. So I have this Hippo Happy Birthday stamp, and it's clearly Gina, never used. I have butterflies, and I don't believe those have been used either. No. And then we have Stampin' Up set, and these have not been used. So A, B, C. Let's get a D in here so I can show more things. Oh, we got these little bitty stamps. They're good for adding just small little textures to a tag or to your mixed media pieces. So those are $1. A, B, C, D. That's in, ladies. Hello, Lisa. How are you? And welcome. Lisa for C.
Sweetheart for D.
Sweetheart for D. You got it. Lisa for B. Thank you, Lisa.
It's getting more warm.
Open.
I put jogging pants on.
Oh.
My knees were cold earlier.
All right, we're going to call A still available. And this round, we've got this little Christmas wreath. It has been used, these two. That's $1. Then we have Say What Woohoo Studio B stamps for $1. We have this Santa stamp set. And this one is missing the I'm smiling under the face mask, but it's got the toilet paper. Well, let's just roll with it. That's D for $1.
Your camera's trying to adjust.
That's N, ladies. Where's... If we go in a little, does that help? Okay.
Rose Cracker Shacks.
Rosie for C. Thank you, Rosie.
I think that's over here. She's over here.
All right, A, B, and D still available. All right, then I have this bag of small little stamps that I took off of the wooden blocks. And I was just using them for little fill-ins here and there. I have this little 2 dresses and bloomer set. That is our B. Let's see, I have ouchless purse pack hair ties. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those available. And then I have this stamp set. The butterfly is missing. So another $1 round. That's in, ladies. Cindy B. For B. And a C. Lisa for 2C.
Well, hello, Jill. How are you? She's all the way in the corner, I'm thinking.
Cheryl for 2C. And Jill for D. Thank you, Miss Jill. All right. I have 3C available.
Go ahead.
All right. This round I have $2 stamp sets. It's a recipe. Never used. And then another Gina K Designs. Oh, and you got your dies. Hey, babe, where are the other ones at?
The ones you just sold.
Yeah, I'll mark those down to $2 too. So those were dollar. Here it is. So this one I'll take down to $2, and this one. So $2 round, A, B, C, D. That's in, ladies.
We're not doing too bad, Jill. Just a little wore out getting this room together, then going through everything.
Rosie for B. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you.
And Nick
Do you have
for C.
Do you have his information?
It's a her.
Information.
I believe so. Nick, can you just resend your information so I can make sure it's still up to date? Brenda for A.
Bring it behind you.
All right, and let's do. Okay, I have one Lorna stamps. These are retired. This one is going to go to the first me for $10.
I didn't know about these.
That's in. That's going to Miss Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Good morning, Joanne. All right, and these are going to be $7. I have the stamps and the stencils. This is the flowers. Let's see, this one has the grungy little letters here, which is the one I use all the time, and this one with the stencil. I have 2 of those, which meant I actually have 3. And then we have this one. And then let's throw this one up for $5. It's Simon Says, and it's a Happy Mother's Day one. So 7 and 5. That's in, ladies. Is that hello? Yep. Christy for a B. Christy, you'll love it.
We might give you a call later today and see what's going on, and we might be able to go eat lunch. Or I think we're selling tomorrow.
Jill for C. Yeah, we're gonna sell for a little bit.
Yes. But we will give you a ring tonight.
A, B, and C are still available. Back over there just to make sure.
Okay.
All right, and then let's see. We're gonna go $1 for Crafter's Companion. This is Christmas stamps. The little penguins. Christmas tree. And a Santa Claus for this round.
Did you sell A on the last round?
I did not.
Christy's wanting to know what A looks like.
A was the the florals. Own your story, focus on the good, and this happy life.
Just let us
You
know.
just let me know, Christy. I got it set right there.
All right, I will put it in your box. Thank you.
That's in, ladies. Sweetheart for A. Thank you, sweetheart. Although I should be saying brat. Rosie for C. And Christy for B and D. Thank you, Christy.
You got sweetheart back there, I think.
I have more penguins, or snowmen, not penguins. Candle and a bell. Birds. And then we have another Stamp It Up set for $1.
Stamp our nice too.
Hello, Miss Cindy. How are you? That's in, ladies. Jill for C. Nick for A. You're dragging. It's rainy here and windy. Oh, and my son got me this cute Mother's Day cup I have to share. It's my crafting room cup. Hello, Miss Glitter. All right. I already showed that one. So I have Dollar Tree stamps for $1. Llamas. Travel. And sentimental, I love you kind of thing, Valentine's Day theme. Another dollar round, A, B, C, D. That's in, ladies. Oh, Erin, I was going to say, I thought your birthday had already passed. Whew. A for Miss Jill. All right, B, C, and D are still available. Last round is stamps, I think. So we'll have A, B, and let's do A and B. Last Dollar Tree stamps. And then when it comes to fathers, big and small, you stand out amongst them all. Your wisdom and strength I'll never outgrow. Forever and always you'll be my hero. And I'm going to throw in the heart key with that one for $1. Shaun just found some more stamps. So I have gingerbreads with the dies. And we have little bugs here with the jar and the dies. 16, another dollar round, and that's in, ladies. Miss Joanne for C. Cindy B. For B. Nick for D. All right, just because I need to move this out, round 17, I've got 4 stamps, the Dollar Tree stamps for $2 to the first me. 17, $2. That's in. That's going to go to Miss Nick. Thank you, Nick. Let's see what other. All right, so we got the Stampin' Up. We got the wreath. We got the bag of small little random stamps. The Say What? Woohoo. And the toilet paper. That's 5. The hippo, that's 6. 6 stamps for $2. That's in, ladies. You got it. Thank you, Nick. All right, so that left. Let's see, we're going to add the Christmas stamp. You guys shout out $2. Good morning, Judy. Judy. That's 7 stamps. 8 stamps for $2. All right. These will become Happy Mail, or to the Goodwill they'll go. All right, so I have Squid Ink. You can. Squid Ink, Jane Davenport. I have 4 colors. Suntan, Silver Trinket, Sun, Burnt, and Sea Anemone. That's $4 on A.
Three of those, the same color.
Okay. I have Distressed Oxide Peacock Feathers, never opened, for $4. Antique Linen for $4.
Which one was the Christmas stamps? She wants the Christmas stamp also.
And then she can have that one for free.
Okay, I got you.
And then we have this collection here for $4. So you're going to get the purples, the pinks, the browns, the yellows, the greens, and the blues.
Okay.
Yep, Nick can have it for $1. This is $4. A, B, C, D. That's in, ladies.
I'm gonna drop that.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take them to $3. Cindy B, thank you. Rosie for B, Lisa for C.
Lisa's back here in the corner. I think she's in the blue one.
Right. Okay. You got it, Lisa. This will go to Miss Rosie, and
Okay.
Lisa's going to take all of D. Okay. Lisa, those are all opened, or unopened, sorry. So they're still wrapped up. All right, so let's see. I have pigment colors. These are going to be $1. This one is a yellow, and they're still sealed. And then I have 3 of the green. I picked them up at Hobby Lobby. And then we have a Pigment Studio G. It's like a silver, a black. These are opened. And a blue. That's $1 there. So we got ABC this round. That's inlays. Miss Cindy B for B. Brenda for A. All right. Thank you, ladies. All right. So I have a lot of embossing powders that I'm destashing. So this one, you get the container for $20. You're going to get a perfect medium pad. You're going to get a Ranger embossing ink pad. You are going to get embossing ink fun stamps. And it's almost full. You're going to get amazing glaze. That's 2 ounces. You're going to get a Zing embossing powder. It's blingy, like a gold, bronzy color. And then Stamp and Stuff, Stampedius gold, and a transparent. This one is silver and pearl. and I bought it for $3.50. This one is a purple for raised images, it says. Stampin' Stuff, Sunny Yellow Pastel. This one is a black glitter. And these, I have not used any of these. Hello, Vanessa. Sea Mist Pearls is the color of that one. Then we have a blue. These two are Stampin' Up Puff. This is Woolly White and Brawny Brown. This is a lavender and a black. This is a sparkly red. This one is Stamp Craft. It is gold. And then these three, this is transparent. Put that back in there. This one says Bonsai anti-static powder. And then a red. So that's going to go to the first me for $20.
Get all kinds of little goodies. And that looks like it's going to go to Joanne.
Thank you, Miss Joanne. I got to figure out how I got them all in here. I'll make sure I get them in there, Joanne. We'll play with them. All right, and then I've got 2 jars of embossing powder. This is green tinsel that I couldn't fit in the box. This one is yellow. That's going to be $2. These are Imagine ink. I have those 3 colors there. If I need to take them out of the bag, you let me know. Good morning, Miss Epps. And then those are the dollars. Number 22, $1 A or B.
I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, I needed that. I could have put those out this round, so just. All right, those are still available. All right, then I have another embossing ink. It's like 3/4 full for $1.
Okay, which one is Joanne?
That's the 3.
I got you, Joanne. Thank you.
This is Transfer Adhesive, Martha Stewart, and I don't know what it is. It is still sealed. That's going to be $1 on B. Yes.
I got you for both, Joanne.
This is embossing fluid, and it's about there for $1. That's. Are you sure that's all of the dollars now? Oh, here. Then I have your Stinking Cute and the dies on D.
Sorry, just thought I had an idea.
Did I put that one in?
No.
So I was typing and didn't put it in.
I sidetracked you, sorry.
All right, that's it. Miss Rosie for A. Nick for D. Brenda for C.
She was behind you. She's in the black, I think.
And Joanne for B.
Just over here with me.
Thank you, ladies. All right, Shaun said put these back out, and we're going to do them for $2. You're going to get 6 things of thread. This one has a wooden spool. That's your blues and greens. This one is your pinks, a red, and a burgundy, and this is coral. And this is the orange and one magenta. This is like a dark sienna color. That is C. And we'll create a bundle to get stuff. 24, $2, ABC.
Yes, I am her serger man. She likes my woodwork.
All right, Miss Erin for C.
Thank you.
All right, Erin for B. And Miss Joanne for A.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies. Cindy, you know him. He is nasty. All right. Anyone for a mini trimmer for $3?
Yes, it's the same but different.
That's in. Christy for that. Thank you, Christy. All right, I have a $3 round. I have Hero Arts embossing powder. This is sand. It is cool, but I had 3 of these, so I'm getting rid of one. and I paid more than $3. This one is brick.
And
I have
I will have to ask
distress
her,
glaze for antique linen. And I have vintage photo.
Miss Christie's wanting to know if you have the small scoreboard.
I have not come across it, Christy, but if I do, you will be the first to know. I'm pretty sure that I do. That's in.
Julian
So,
wants to know, can you put them on their side?
yes. Do you want to see the bottom, the colors?
I will make a note, Christy, and put it on her computer, and she can kind of keep an eye out for it.
Rosie for C. Vanessa for A. Vanessa, when we chat later, I have to show you what I started with some of the stuff you sent me. Rosie for D. And Joanne for B. Joanne, you're going to like that one too. All right, so I have a walnut stain. And that's dark brown, it's not black. We have fire brick. And those are glazes. Then I have Ranger sticky. Oh, if you guys don't have the sticky, I love it. But again, I have way too many. And metallic copper. This is the Wow brand, which is my favorite. However, Miss Danielle is getting me hooked on baked. What is that?
Maria wants to know, what do you put glaze on?
The glaze is used like your embossing powders. It's just transparent. So you can still see through it.
Yeah, since we're going through all of our stuff, we're finding all kinds of stuff that we didn't know we had.
And multiples of all of this kind of stuff. That's in, ladies. Vanessa for B. Cindy B for C. Joanne. Joanne, that is my absolute favorite Tim Holtz color, followed by Forest Green. And hi, JMH. A and B are gone. So Joanne will get D.
Sorry.
All right, last two embossing. This is Earth Tone Olive. And this one is Primary Indigo. Come on, focus. And then I have a Distress Spritz Pilled Paint. I think we already showed one of those.
I got that.
Oh, is that another one?
Yes.
And this one is Distress Paint Lumberjack Plaid. And we're going to squeeze in an E because I have a Mustard Seed Distress Paint. And all of them are sealed, never used.
Joanne, can you see now?
Why? What did you do?
Making sure what? I don't see anything.
That's in, ladies. Jill for A.
Wait.
Vanessa for B. Joanne for E. Cindy B is gone. Sweetheart for D. And no one for C. Okay. Thank you, ladies. All right. A is 100 hair ties for $2, and I have 2. I have a vintage diary, some signature collection. This is Crafters Consortium. So you're getting 4 pieces. It's never been opened. So you're getting the stamp and die set for $1. Okay. So 2, 1. I have gray fur, a host skein, red heart fur for $1. Let's see. I have cookie cutter templates. These are used to make quilter shapes. So you're getting a house and a tree for $1. And then I have white and gold twine. I paid $2. You're getting it for $1 today. A is $2. B, C, D, E is $1. That's in, ladies. Christy for E. Joanne for B. Joanne said, Christy, don't you have paper to dye? That's what I've been doing, Christy. I'll
Oh, yes. And I got to tell thank you, Christy, because since you sent her your picture of your racks outside, that is my next project, Christy.
all right. Then I have these tassels for $2. She is inspirational.
All right.
And I have 2 of B
I
available.
will have to check that out. And I'm going to take a go ahead.
And this is a camel color. And I have 4 of those available. Let's see. I have a set of flowers for $1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flowers for $1. It's a burgundy color with black and white centers. And then I have this roll of border. So it's greens and burgundy and golds in a cream color. I don't know how much is on here, but it's $1. So you're getting that much.
So yes, I'm going to take an old farm door and I'm going to make her a workbench where she can dye her rusty bits outside.
D and E are $1. That's in, ladies.
Since it's getting summertime, I don't want her making my house so hot.
Brenda for D. Joanne for B. I'm going to run them both because I don't want to put it up. Those are different colors. Did you not see that?
Oh, no, I did not. Almost a little darker.
Yeah. All right. The tassels are going down to $1. And B and C, you'll get both.
I try to make her happy and do everything that she wants.
Oh, whatever.
She's my little hot tamale. He's a dirty handy man.
He is, Christy. He is. All right. We're going to call these still available. Okay. All right. This one I have buttons to cover. They are size 24, 5/8, 1.6 centimeters. You're getting 100 buttons for $2. I have favorite finding mini buttons, colorful for $1. Soology, more of a vintage colors here. Come on, camera. For $1. Let's see, this one is a container full of buttons, random buttons for $1. Ladybug, there's a shark. And E are like Christmas. Oh, those are cute.
All right, hurry back, Cindy.
Those are really cute. Those are like felt pieces. They're not even well, I guess they made them into buttons. And then you got snowflakes in there and plastic snowmen. So I'm going to be glad I didn't find those little.
So I kind of hit it right now. Slid it right underneath your eyes.
A is $2. B, C, D, E are $1.
Read down Joanne's message.
A hot tamale with rusty bits. Yes, very rusty. Christy for A. Christy, I can't wait to see what you do with those. Nick for D. Joanne for E. Joanne, I can't wait to see what you do with the little gingerbread men. All right, B and C are still available. All right, I have pastel buttons on A for $1. I have these little discs. I took these apart and I just use them for embellishments. They're on a string, so when you take them out, they're connected, and I just snip that and glued them as embellishments. B is gold, and I have 2 red. So this is kind of what they look like. Come on. Come on. No, they're just like little bitty discs, and they're like, it feels like fishing wire. I just clipped it, and then I used those as embellishments. Then we have foam hearts, stickers, and I have 2 of the Baker Twines in the pink and white for $1 each. Oh, and that goes with this one. I'll put that back. That's in, ladies. Christy for C.
Sorry.
Joanne for B. Oh, Joanne for C. There were 2 C's.
Okay.
And she'll get B because nobody else came in. And Sweetheart for A. Joanne for both E.
Who's that?
Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. That one's still available. All right, you guys. I'm going to do an offer up. I do have a reserve on this because I paid a lot for this. So these are vintage books, and it came in their little binder. They were going to separate it. I'm pretty sure I got this from Patty. So these are cute little leather-bound Rudyard Kipling books. Pretty sure these are from the 1800s. Look at these pages. Little Leather Library. Those back pages are gorgeous. So they've just been sitting here. I don't have room for them anymore. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little books. We're going to do an offer up, and we're going to start that at 20. I do have a reserve. He has his own library. If you do research on Rudyard Kipling, the books are just gorgeous. I like the covers, and I was going to take them apart, but then I was like, I can't take them apart. Look at these pages. We set the timer for a minute. I'm just going to go for 1 minute. And you get all of them in on the little bookcase. So I've been doing research, and I can find the little books, but I can't find them as a full collection with the carrier.
Set timer for 1 minute.
They are amazing. And these pages that are closest to the covers, oh gosh, why can't I get paper that looks like that all day long? So if you do your research on the author, now this one is
25 seconds.
out. I think they are early 1900s or late 1800s. They are
7 seconds.
pretty old. 7 seconds. And then there is a vampire. All right.
Well, hello. Cat's here.
Hello, Miss Cat. Okay, I have Joanne for 30.
Yes.
Our reserve was 40. Are you okay with 30?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Miss Joanne, this is yours. Thank you, thank you. And this will be all nice and wrapped up in...
Joanne put 30 on that.
Nope, 30.
Thank you, Joanne. I didn't want my wife to tear them up.
I wouldn't have torn them up.
I got it.
Too late. All right, then I have small little red books. Huh?
I'm just going to stick it. I don't want to stick it to this. I'm just going to stick it right there.
Okay. This one is the children's portion. These have been loved quite well, but they are gorgeous. These are $18.95. So my question to you is, I have the collection. Do you want me to do an offer up on the collection? 2, 4, I have 8. Or do you want me to do individual books? I'm going to let you guys vote on that.
Joanne says individual for me, please.
Okay. $18.95. Like this one is a budget of Christmas tales. And this is Charles Dickens. And this one is copyrighted 1895. So it's got a Christmas Carol, a Christmas Babe, Western Christmas.
Christmas, no, are they rag? No, are they?
They don't feel rag to me, Christy.
Joanne, are you hearing the birds? We are in our room with our windows open. I can shut the windows if you can hear the birds.
Yeah, I don't think they're rag paper, but they do feel, they feel wonderful. All right, I'm going to do them individual for you guys.
Since we redid Tristan's room, we got to open both of his windows, and it puts a nice little breeze in here.
So they're going to be $8 a book. Again, I got them, was going to take them all apart, and then I was like, nope, can't take them apart. All right, so that was the Christmas Charles Dickens. This one had some writing in it. How to Get On in the World. 1895. The Christian Herald is who published this. And this is Major Calhoun is the author. Who? Oh, hello, Weenie. So that's B. Around the Tea Table. T.D. Witt Talmage. Again, 1895, which all of these are. That had some writing there. How to Behave and How to Amuse. A handy manual of etiquette and parlor games. I might need to keep this for Shaun. So that is D. The Book of Golden Deeds. Charlotte Young. That's E. And then I'm going to, can we
Put
get
it
it?
down to the bottom if you want.
Let's see.
Hey, said hi to everybody but me.
The children's portion. Robert Schoppel. And this one was very loved. And it's got some wear and tear here. That's going to be F. G. Capital Stories by American Authors. So you have Mark Twain. You have, who was the other one that I knew? Nathaniel Hawthorne. You have 2 stories by him. Those were the 2. Herman Melville. And this one was loved as well. That is G. And H is Handbook for American Citizens by Henry Mann. Oh, somebody highlighted in here. That's what I do to my books that I keep. Get an extra piece of paper in there.
It will look good in your collection.
And that's H. And that's in, ladies. Joanne is going to take B.
Just don't stick the paper in there. I'll just put them all together. And
All right, she's going to get D, F, and G. Anyone else? Hey, Miss Terry, how are you? Terry for A. C, E, and H. All right, so this goes out to Terry and Joanne. If you want C, E, or H, I'll give it to you for $5. I'll mark those down to $5 for you guys.
because if they stay here, we're gonna do something to them.
That's H. E. And C. All right. Thank you, Terry. All right, round 34. We're going to do
I forgot about that.
I have a pack of embossing powders again. So this is antique bronze. So you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 embossing powders for $8. What were the titles?
Around the tea table.
Around the Tea Table, The Book of Golden Deeds, and a Handbook for American Citizens. All right, so these you're going to get super bronze.
Hang on, let me read that back.
Gotcha, Vanessa. That goes to Joanne for $5. And then I might take those to the retreat.
Okay.
All right, so this
So the
one,
red ones are off the table.
Interference Violet. So it's white and it comes out violet. Super Russet. Gold. This one, the label is gone, but it's like a sparkly green. Antique Bronze. blue green, antique silver, interference red, and this one is pearl white. So that's going to go to the first me for $8. Oh, the one was a green yellow. And I'm going to put that back in there. So that's in, ladies. That's going to Miss Christy. Thank you, Christy. All right, and then I have LA Colors. This is eyeshadow from the Dollar Tree. I use this when I want to just put a little shimmer to stuff, and wait till you see how many. So I kept 2 of each color. And then I have all of these extra. So I was like, let's share them out. So this one, you're going to get a yellow, a white, pink, and purple. These are going to be $4. This one, you're going to get the white, the pink, the purple, and a darker brown. And I have 2 of those. This one is the dark brown, the yellow, like a champagne, and a white. And this one is the champagne, white, pink, and purple. This one is the same as C. So A, I have 1, D, I have 1, B and C, I have 2. $4 A, B, C, D. That's in, ladies. It is eyeshadow. Oh, I can go. Good morning, Roseanne. Roseanne for AC. Vanessa for AB. Well, so Joanne, what happened before I got this craft room is I would buy things and then Shaun would move them and I couldn't find them, so I went and bought more. So that's how I ended up with so much. I'm going to call.
Sorry, everybody.
See, I'm going to take off of the market. Put that with the retreat stuff too. I'm going to take that to retreat. So A, B, and D are still available. All right, so this is tatting. I'm going to give you all a chance on this. I'm going to do an offer up while I'm showing it. I'm going to put it in. I paid. I'm going to start it at $5. That's in. So this was a piece in process. So this is what they were using when they were making it. So I left it in there in case somebody knows how to tat. They did not finish the piece. So this up here is where they left off. I don't know how to tat, but the tie off is long enough for you to add to it if you wanted to add more pieces. It weighs, whew, measures. Oh, this is the 0. So let's see, 6, 12, 13 inches. 6 by 7. I was going to learn how to tat, and I was like, oh, I could just make sure that my piece looks the same, and then I chickened out and things. So I hope somebody can do something very nice with this. All right, I'm just going to count us down. I got Jill in at 10. So last call, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to go to Jill for $10. Thank you, Miss Jill. I know you will do something fabulous with that. And I have this collar piece. It is blue. I was going to cut it apart and use it, and yet here it still sits. So it came off of a dress or a shirt. If anybody would like this, number 37, it's going to be $3. And it is a navy blue. And it sparkles. It was Shaun's shirt.
That's what I wore when I built her desk. With my tool belt. That was Bob the Builder.
That's going to Miss Jill for $3. Thank you, Miss Jill. All right, let's see. We're going to do a lot of, I'm going to do paintbrushes for $1. So this one is a watercolor brush. The size is a 5. So it's got the little bitty detail there. That's $1. The set here is going to be $1. This authentic, it's a 10, and it's got a very point. This was $3.75. You guys are going to get it for $1 because I have overflowing. You know what? This is missing too, so I'm putting that on A. This one, you're getting 5 paintbrushes for $1. Here's a set of 3. Let's throw that one over there. This set of 5 on E. F. And G, I think, were makeup brushes, but I use makeup brushes with my jelly plate all the time. So that's going to be $1. Yes. Shaun does them for glue when he's decoupaging or he's making his writing boards. That's in, ladies. Hi, Susan. How are you? Susan, I got to get you my information. A for Miss Terry. Jill for G. Roseanne for F. Sweetheart for D. And B.
I think she's a blue one.
Anyone for C or E? Excuse me. All right, let's do 2. All right, Roseanne, you're getting both of them. I was just getting ready to put them both in for $1, so you get them both. Thank you. All right, then I got this clutch, and I was going to make a journal, and I haven't done it either. And it's got these little feet, so when you set it down, I was like, ooh, grungy, but I haven't done anything. That's $2 to the first me. That's in. I got random stuff coming. Very random. Thank you, Miss Tooney. How are you today?
Who's this?
Tooney. It's actually Tunny, but we all know she's Tooney to me. Then I have this Halloween wall decorations. All of the pieces are here to create that image. This is going to be $1 to the first me. That's in, ladies.
Okay.
Yes. Right, sweetheart? Random. You could do. I haven't seen Juju yet, Christy. Epps was here. That's still available. I have a Echo Park paper pack. I paid $7. It's going to be $5 today. So here's your stickers, and your papers that you get are here. They are double-sided. This is one of my favorite papers. It's Hello Spring. That's in, ladies. And that's going to Miss Roseanne. Thank you, Roseanne. I have jelly roll rug. Shaun was going to make this, so I bought this, the directions, and it's still sitting here like most of my stuff. So it gives you the instructions on how you can make the jelly roll rug with jelly rows or 2-inch strips. This is going to be $2. And if you want to start, I have not come across it, but I'm pretty sure I have the batting in the 2 inches. That's in, ladies. Oh, Christy. Christy, could you cut holes out in it? Like put a stencil over it with an X-Acto knife and try cutting it out? That's still available. Are you wanting this first? Is that what you're doing? Okay, I have acrylic paints, 6 colors, and they're in little bitty. Well, let me see. No, we're not selling those. They're going in the trash. So this is yarn that is on little cardboard things that I cut out, and I did not make these, but when I bought the yarn, it came with it. So you are getting some flowers. Probably was going to do a Granny Smith square. So 2, 4, 6, 7 little things of yarn. We'll do $3 for the whole bag. That's in, ladies. Thank you, Miss Woolley.
What do you have for over there?
Yeah. All right, Shaun found another pretty tassel. It's a brown. And I will be honest, if this one don't sell, I think I'll take this one apart. I like that color. So you get a wooden ball up here and then this disc. So you could use that for a lot of different things. That's $2. That's in, ladies. This would be pretty to just cut off and make papers like Natasha. All right, that is not available any longer. All right, we're getting into stencils. So I had 2 sets of this. So this is going to be $1. You're going to get the wood grain. You're going to get this floral. And they are very flimsy. You're getting the beehive on this little cool circle flower one. That's $1 on A. B is the Christmas stencils, angels, Santas, snowmen, candy canes, and it looks like maybe penguins or snowmen. They look like igloos, but there's a face on it too. All right, then I have silver stickers on C. We have the home stickers on D. And more stencils.
Is B plastic?
B is plastic. It is not as flimsy as A. And D, you're getting shapes. So you're getting a bear, a car. So you'll have the innards too, so you can use that as a mask.
She hasn't put it in yet, Susan.
A leaf, the boat, a star, an apple, a little kid running, a little girl, and an airplane. So 43, $1, A, B, C, D, E. That's in, ladies. Hello, David. Weenie for A. Thank you, Weenie. Christy for B. Roseanne for E. Penny for C and D.
Yeah.
Susie. All right, we have priorities. So a list with a magnet for the refrigerator. That's our A for $1. All right, I gotta find something to put with that one. So I have another wood grain. You're gonna get this floral. I call it the rainbow. And this one. You get those for $1. This one I got for $2, but it's going to go for $1. It's the potting shed stencil, that is C. Roses on D for $1. I'm missing one on that one. So this one is a hard miscellaneous. You're going to get a large bird that is kind of weird because it's not together here, so it bends and gets caught, but it's cute. I just have 2 of them. You're going to get the ovals and this one on E. That's N, ladies. Christy for C. Jill for B. Jill, those are very flimsy. David, I don't think I have your information yet. If you could send that to me, please, that would be great. And you are claiming D. E and E, weenie for E. And I don't see anyone for A. Thank you, David, and welcome. All right, let's see what deals I can put together for this round. All right, I have the more of the flimsy ones. So you're going to get this like strips, another honeycomb, a rainbow, and I'm going to throw in a unicorn because I didn't see any more of the green ones. B is going to be like the daily planner. And this one has a bird right there. 2. This one. 3. A small. I'm going to throw both of the roses on there. C is the bloom and grow. D is this one with all kinds of miscellaneous. You can tell which 2 I like the most. And then you're also going to get this close to my heart envelope template. And that's all of the stencils, I believe.
Right now.
A, B, C, D. That is N for $1. David for A. Thank you, David. Sweetheart for D. Maybe Christy for B. No one for C. All right. that was still available. All right, then I have this big Treasury of Gardening gold pages. They put some Christian photo images in there. I have it at $5. Lots of fussy cutting in here. I think they covered up the copyright date. But you have all of these small florals. I love the pages where they put like, what do you call that? Diagrams.
Mm-hmm.
So that book is $5 to the first me. That's in. Ah, Aaron. Aaron, if I come across more stencils, I'll let you know. All right, let's take it down to $3.
Looks like you're gonna be doing some pussycat.
Probably.
Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. She's my favorite.
All right, then I have a McCall's magazine. From 1937, December of 1937. And it's just your standard older magazines. They're large pages. I had this at $10. I paid more than that. This is going to go down to $7. That's in.
There was an instance that this is what she wanted.
This notepad, Roseanne, I'm going to put your name on it. If that's not right, just let me know. And that's a gift from Shaun and I. You got it. Thank you. All right. Okay.
So,
All right, Miss Susan, you got it. I'm going to list her as Turtle. And if you could send your information to me, Susan, that would be great. All right, the next thing I have is metric flashcards. This is from 1976. It's 3 volumes. So let's take a look. I'm going to do offer up starting at 5. We have to be off before Jacqueline comes on at 3.
Okay.
And check out her papers and what colors she has today. All right, this one is flashcards for length. So it's got the old paper ruler. And these have not been touched. They are all still together. So nobody has torn them apart. So if I keep them, they're going to be grunged up. So I thought I would offer them to someone that may want them for other purposes. So that is length, which is kind of cool. I've not seen these before. This one is weight. And again, they have not been cut apart. So it quizzes you on weight of items. Look, a weenie!
Roseanne is at 5.
And this one is volume. And it's got a liter box that has not been put together. And then,
Aaron is at 6.
of course, these have not been torn apart either. So you can use either side. Like, these colors don't speak to me at all. So like if I tore them apart and grunged them up, I would use the back sides.
Roseanne is at 8.
Because I think the back sides are amazing.
Aaron's at 10.
But I thought I would let you guys see if you wanted to do that before I tore them apart and grungied them up. All right, put 30 seconds.
Set timer for 30 seconds. Roseanne is out.
All right, Aaron. What is the time?
18 seconds.
Okay. I know. That's when I seen that, I was like, I am
5
grabbing
seconds.
those up.
Timer.
And that's going to go to Aaron for $14. Thank you, Aaron. Okay. So the next thing that I have are these little holders. So there's a pocket down at the bottom of each page. And it's one of those accordion things. So it opens on both sides with pockets on the bottom. So this is what I housed my stencils in, but it didn't work for me. So I'm going to offer them to you guys. Let me have the yardstick because this is that center ruler. So it doesn't give me...
And this is what she hits me with when I sit across from her, the yardstick.
It is. All right, so this is 9.5 by 12. And let's see, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possible 12 pockets in this one. And I'm just going to sell these for $3. And I put them together with washi tape and glued them. B is this one. I had not added the pockets yet because I realized that I don't think this system is going to work for me. And it does have this edge that I left on, so you can add more to it if you wanted to. This one is 11.5 by 8 3/4. C is smaller. Let's flip through there after. This one is 8 by 7.5.
You can even put a ephemera in it.
Yep, you can put ephemera in it. And again, you can add on. You could turn it into a journal, which might be a cool idea. This one is one of the bigger ones because it's what I hosted my Tim Holtz stamps or stencils in. So it's 5.5 by 11. So this would be the steel because it's got a lot. So as you can tell, I did the red and then I ran out and was able to go back and add this to the back of it. And I just used whatever paper I had in my scrap pile. So I have several of these. This is 7.5 by 9. And that was my front. I got this idea from Carrie the Crafter. But if you guys have seen my stencil collection, it fills a copy box. And that's E for this round. Those are N, ladies. David for D. Good choice, David. Good choice. Sweetheart for C. Thank you, Brat. Joanne for E. And then I'll have another round. A and B are still available. Right, this round, this was the tiny little bitty stencils. Thank you.
That is mine, so you can't have it.
I don't think it's yours. I think I got you E. Let me see Joanne's. Did I grab E? I only had It was the colorful one, Joanne. This one. I got you on it. Let me know if that's not right, Joanne.
No, that's you.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, this one is 4.5 by 4.5. That was for the itty bitty stencils. This one is 7 by 9.
Did Roseanne get the-
She did not. So this one.
Got you, Roseanne.
And then the other side is the same. That one is B. Roseanne here, or Joanne. This one's going to speak to you too. This one is 9.5 by 8.5. This one is a larger one too. That one is C. Have another smaller one. It's 6 by 5.5. That one is D. And this one is E. It is 5 by 8. Oh, that one needs to be glued back down. And I'm going to have an F and a G on this one. This is 6.5 by 6.5. So this would house your 6 by 6 stencils. I'm going to put F down here. And the last one is about 6 3/4 by 6 and just shy of 6.5. And that one is G. That's N, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, David. B for brat. Joanne for C. Those colors. Anyone else? A, D, E, F is a big one, and G are still available. All right, more randomness. I have a bag of purple and red strips of tulle, and you get some gator mouth clips for $1. I have a poinsettia sequin applique. I have 2 of those available for $1, and they were $7 back in the day. I have Christmas carols. These pages are kind of shiny, kind of glossy. It's 1990 copyright date. This is $1. So it gives you the words here and then the music over here too. Let's see. I have Mickey Mouse Picnic Golden Book for $1. Scuffy the Tugboat. That is $1 round. That's in. Penny for A. Tuning. Joanne for D. Thank you, ladies. Brat for C. Got it. Mr. Shaun. Vanessa for E.
What you want?
That little golden book, we're going to gift it to Terry from Joanne. All right, anybody want the 2 appliques for $1? Gotcha, Nick. Thank you. All right, we have another gardening book. This one, the cover looks like it's been pretty beat up. It was $2. I marked it down to $1. It's vintage. Let's see. Copyright is 1977. And you got some bigger pages in this one. 2 fussy cut. So that's going to be $1 to the first me. in, ladies. Almost made pen. There it is. Thank you, Joanne. All right, I got Alaskan Children Paper Doll Book. They're all in here. That's going to be $1. This is 200 piece of Christmas gift tags. I've not even taken it out of the bag. So you're getting 25 of the round Merry Christmas, the snowflake, and then 25 of this tag. I don't know what's on the other side. And the style. And you're getting the rope. Those are going to be $2. And then this assorted tag is going to be $2 too. And there's all kinds in this one. So that's $2 on C. Yeah, Jolene did. This is going to be $1 on D. You're going to get this DIY photo frame card and this one. So this is a wedding day and this is like a vacation.
All right, I will get that, Joanne.
And this is cross stitch fabric, 14 count Aida cloth with some random greeting cards with no envelopes. So one, oh, and look, here is, so I went to an auction and this is the stuff that I got, bill heads, RPPCs, which when we dig those out, you guys, we're going to have a huge paper sale. And then these Santas. Oh, okay. Thank you for catching that. Serger man. That's in, ladies. Tuning for D. David for A. Thank you both. Sweetheart for B. Oh, you know what? You guys are getting a deal because I put those in for $1, so that's what you're getting them for. Joanne for C. All right, I'm going to leave those two out there, and that's going to be our new A, and I'm going to add this little bead sequin kit, diamond painting sheets. So you get your diamonds there, and your sheet is in there with your kit. That's A. I have some Brene eyelash in blue. Oh, you should have kept that for your blue journal.
Can't have it.
No, not now. We got some wired rope.
And I'll bid on it.
We got this little die cut. I have purple yarn, sparkly. And I'm going to throw this one out with the purple. That's in, ladies and gents. Tuning for A and B. All right, we're going to make that now A. And I have these clear pencil cups that Shaun was gluing, and then he was glittering them up. I have 3 of those available for $1 a piece. I have 2 wooden crates that I paid $1 a piece for, and that's what they're going to go for. I have wrapping paper, wallpaper border. I paid $5. You guys are going to get it for $1. And I have 3 patterns, 2 cheerleaders, and a skirt culotte thing for $1 on each. That's in. For C and B. Okay. Sweetheart for C. A, B, and these are still available. All right, I'm going to do, I have Christmas wired tinsel ribbon. I have 2 red and a green on A. This is a sheer silver dot. This is 2.5 inch. That's $1. Oh, I'm adding another green to A. I have 3 glitter ribbon from the Dollar Tree on C for $1. I have a lace spool. It's a little dainty spool for $1. And then I have a black glitter that is 9 feet. It's 2.5 inches, and a thin purple glitter. Whew. And it's 3/8 of an inch for $1 on each. That's in. Terry for D. Thank you, Terry. Sweetheart for B. Cootie for E. Christy for A. Thank you, sweetheart. Shaun slacking. Now one for the red, green, and gold. All right, I have 2 boxes of these precision pens. That was loud. One is not open. This one I opened to see what they were. And you are getting some little beads in there and all of these pins. So this is, I was going to do fabric ornaments with styrofoam. So these are number 17 still bank pens. You're getting a half a pound. And these are going to be $5 each. And you know what? Let's do $4 each. So they're good if you're going to pin down a lot of beads or if you're going to do fabric ornaments. They're still pins. A ton. All right. Couple's still available. All right. This I have some seagulls. You could also cut out the 52 in different letters if you wanted to, which was what I was going to do, but I didn't do that either. That's on A. B is a strip of horses that have been stamped onto this piece, and then the bottom is blank. So you get 3 horses. That is going on A as well. I have this die. I bought it for $1. It's going to be $1. I have this die. It's going for $1. I have another stamp.
I got you, Joanne. Thank you.
And the stamp set. So that's Christmas sentiments.
How much was this? No.
$1. This is another dollar round. All right, David for C. Terry for B. Christy for E. That's going there. I have the sequin piece. So this is a pink sheer, golds and teal and champagne color. That is our B. Oh, here's another one that's going to go with that. It's like a seashell maybe. And then I have this small book cover. It is 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to throw some twine on there. I have this happy birthday sending love stamp. I paid $3.99. You guys are getting it for $1. And then I have a wooden stamp. This book belongs to, and this Stampin' Up stamp that's never been used.
Before we get off that, China, that you're
That's in.
there, and I want to ask if you want us to see it tomorrow.
Vanessa for B. David for D. Joanne for B. It's gone, so she gets E. All right, I'm going to throw those on A. I have this Sunday Parfait glass piece that I use to keep, what do you call it? My paintbrushes in. That's B. I have milk jars from where Shaun did Santa plates and milk jars. Those are going to be $1 a piece. D is going to be random. I have a glass emery board. I have freezer tape, which is good to play with. And this little tool that I believe you use when you are tying lures, fishing lures, when you're making your own. So I'm not sure if you can do anything else with it. This like turns up here, so that's very random. And then we have this strip of cardstock paper for $1 on E. I'm telling you, it's very random stuff. That's in, everyone. Toonie for C. Christy for D. Hi, Wendy. Sweetheart for C. All right, C's are gone. A is going away. All right, let's do another offer up. I got this from Patty Lang. We're going to start it at 10. It's linens, vintage linens. There is a reserve. That's in. So you're going to get this nice little gold box.
Ooh.
And then there are crochet pieces in here and old linens.
And you got to pick the bag. Or, I'm not lying. Never mind.
So this is like a star-shaped doily. Let's move it over here. I thought this piece was pretty. You're getting this crochet piece.
We get that $10.
This wonderful doily. I liked the edges. The edges of this one is gorgeous. We have this little dresser topper is what I call it, and I didn't see any blemishes on this one at all. And if you want me to measure pieces, I will. You just gotta let me know. Then there was this napkin. That was pretty. This little doily. And I love the cutouts on this one. This piece did have some discoloration there, a stain, character, and here. And it's a larger piece. So it looks like it probably was on like a small side table. This piece also had some character to it. Nothing that coffee dye can't fix. There are a lot of pieces here. And this one had some discoloration there. And this one is pretty, no blemishes. There's your end. And this one matches, but it has discoloration on the edges, which is even better for me. We're getting into the bigger pieces. So there are discolorations there. Here and here. But this is a pretty color. And this is the last piece, and it was the prettiest. This is the reason I bought this box. So it's definitely a table cover. So that's half. And here is your other half. Right, so babe put in the timer, and I will let you know that we have not met the reserve on this box.
Set timer for a minute.
1 minute starting now.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, Lucy.
Joanne's at 21.
8,
Timer's 10 seconds.
9, 10, 11,
5 seconds.
13 pieces. Right, the stop is in. So, Joanne, the reserve on this box was 30. Would you meet me halfway at 26?
She said 26.
Gotcha. Thank you. And I'm putting the beautiful piece on top. And you get the go box. All right, let's see. I have an Eileen's Ultimate Glue Gun. I have not used this. I got this from an auction. It's got your tips here. You have your tools. Shaun did plug it up and it did work. There is your cord and then your gun. And I'm going to do this for $5. You got it, Wendy. Thank you. All right. And then I have some jelly plated labels. So these are rectangles. These are going to be $1. These are not stamped on. I do have some that are going to be stamped on. These are $1 a sheet. And most of these are my roll-offs, which are the pages I like the best. A, B, C, D, and E. That's in. Okay, we're gonna pass that glue gun to Toonie. I'm gonna do one more round of those. D and A. There's A. C and D. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, this round I have blues and greens. Have greens. Dark grunginess. And let's go with a red.
G-A.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right, the last ones I'm going to show you, I actually stamped on them. So you're getting them already stamped for $1. That's in. Do one more round and then we'll go back to the miscellaneous stuff. Tony for C. All right, the last of the stamped ones, these are on the round labels. That's in, ladies. Joanne for B. Thank you, Joanne. 24 C and D. You guys are getting bonuses.
Actually, too, is that I think you gave her.
I think so.
Yeah.
Susan, I think you got E as a gift from us. All right, then I have this random, rabbit hole, and I was going to make homemade soap. So I have an unopened container of shea butter for by JMH. Thank you so much for coming in.
Be safe.
We'll do that for $3. That's in, ladies and gents. Aaron, thank you. All right, then I have a bag of these old vintage clothesline. Oh, look, there's a button in there. I'm guessing you're gonna get like 20 clothespins for $3. That's in. I don't think it's flipped all the way in, but all right. Thank you for looking at that. Let's see. We got Bloom with Grace. It's a magnet storage box. That's going to be A for $1. B is Shaun's half composition books for $1. How many do you have? We have about 20 of those. And then let's see, we've got molds for resin that he didn't use. So C is going to be the cat. D is the tree. And E are the moth. So you can make keychains, earrings, jewelry, and you're going to get them for $1.
Use it for mixed media. You can use the.
That's in.
What's that white stuff you put in there?
Glue,
You could use glue.
hot glue.
Yeah.
20 for A. Sweetheart, how many B's would you like? Got it. Times 2. We just need one more for her. You know what? I'm going to do this as a package deal. So there's 1, 2, 3. We've got this little penguin face. The moon phases. This one looks like a mermaid on a ball or a bubble, or this looks like a Starbucks cup, a flower. Not sure what that one is.
Looks like a dress or something.
A skate. A milkshake. Another flower. Another flower.
Brenda said D. So D was one of them modes, honey.
And a jar. So Brendan, since you came in for one of the modes the last round, would you like all of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 modes for $5.
That's for Brenda. Oh, hang on. She just retracted
On the books.
on both. Brenda, are you still wanting these notebooks?
Okay, Brenda, I got 4 of these out for you if you want them.
Okay, sweetheart says me if she passes. She wants that.
All right, I'm going to put them in. So, sweetheart, put your me in. All right, Brenda, you get first choice on the molds.
Black one right here.
All right, sweetheart gets the molds. Thank you. All right, the next thing is I made fabric tags. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 tags for $8. Some of them just need to be sewn around the edges. So 68 is $8 to the first me. Sweetheart, thank you. Put those in a bag. All right, and then I have these little ephemera kits. So you are going to get a tag and a fussy cut around it and collage are clustered on there. You're getting a cluster times 2. These are going to be $3, and this is your A. This is B. And all of the messy strings are on the inside because I don't cut my strings. And this is C. And I used a paint chip on the back of that one. And this one is D. And this one is E this round. We're going to have an F and a G. That's N, ladies. Vanessa for E and F. Because no one else came in for F. Joanne for D. Thank you, ladies. Joanne for G. Thank you both. And no one else is coming in for any more, so you both are getting an extra one as a thank you from us. And I'll keep one. All right. The last thing we're going to do today is magazines. I have Victorian Decorating and Life.
Hang on. You want to say all the rest.
All right. That's one more for you, Joanne, because we gifted one to you and one to Vanessa. This one is April, May of 1996. And it's just got vintage things in here for you to either craft with or cut apart and use. Look at those. I don't know if they were working on a project. These are good for glue books.
Here's the permit and she'll be back.
Bye, Erin. If we're gone, I will chat with you later. That is A. B is 1995, a December edition. So you got the Christmas stuff going on in this one. All Victorian. That's B. C is October, November of 1995. D is January of 1995. And E is Christmas of 1996. And these are going to be $1. Wooly for C. Thank you, Wooly.
I think she's over here.
David for A. Brenda for E. David will get B. And Brenda will get the last one.
She's the black one. This one right there.
Thank you. Then we have HGTV magazines. This is 2021, so these are not old, but good for your glue books. This one is June of 2021. We have March of 2021. We have May of 2021.
Yeah, like this.
And October of 2021.
Brenda,
What?
sweetheart says, "How's your mom?" And she said, "Okay, she ain't never gonna die." Poor woman.
That's in. Sweetheart for B. A, C, D, and E for Brenda because nobody else came in. She does always pick on her mom. All right, I have a Princess Diana Fergie edition of People from July of 2021. And then we're going to go into all recipes. This is June, July of 2019. March of 2020. September of 2019. I think that is all of those kinds. So we'll do, oh, here's an oddball. Fall preview 2021 of Watch.
We will have some,
Lots of celebrities in this book.
What is it called? The other books tomorrow and the yellow books that we found. Geographic.
Oh, National Geographic.
yes.
That's in. And the magazines that I'm showing now, after today, will become my glue book stuff, and I will start cutting them up whether Shaun wants me to or not. Sweetheart for E, A, and D because nobody came in. Right. Huh? Give her one. All right, this round I have November 2020 of House Beautiful. We have September of 2020 of House Beautiful. I have September of 2019 of Family Handyman. We have April, May of 2023 of Family Handyman. And then we're going to put out a McCall's Book of Quilts. So all kinds of different quilts. That's E. That's N. Bye, Joanne. Thank you for coming. And we are going to be here again tomorrow, hopefully with lots of new stuff and bundles of the stuff that didn't sell today.
You be safe. Have a good afternoon.
All right. B for Brenda. Sweetheart for C. Brenda for A. Sweetheart for B, C, and D. And Brenda for E. Thank you, ladies. Next books are This Old House, October of 2013. This one is November, December of 2012. September of 2014. August of 2014. And a Columbia plastic canvas book. That's in. Sweetheart for A. Brenda for B. Sweetheart for C. Brenda for D. All right, and then I have more sweaters for cross-stitch patterns in here. Bordering on the beautiful, so cross-stitching on towel patterns. And iron-on transfers is going to be B. You got all of these transfers. We have Christmas with Victoria book. And that's going to be $1. Family Circus Big Book of Christmas. More Christmas Gifts of Good Taste is E. That's N. David for D. Thank you, David. Hello, Miss Grungy Girl. Right.
The Sweetheart was B.
Got you for the iron-ons. And then the last two, I have Encyclopedia of 63 Quilt Patterns and Designs. There are pages back here that I have no idea what they are, if it goes to this book or not, but it's going to stay in there. You're getting all of these patterns for these quilts. And a calendar from 2003, 2004. And that's going to be A. B is Taste of Home Holiday Celebrations 2018. And you got all of these great recipes. Excuse me. So A and B, and they're going to be $1, and that is our last item for today. That's in.
Which one's this called? Does that go to your side over there first?
No. And Sweetheart is going to take both of those. Thank you, Sweetheart. So tomorrow we're going to come back. We'll have National Geographics. We have
Greenery.
we have florals. We have not wisteria, eucalyptus, swags. We have cheesecloth. The table runners, the cheesecloth table runners.
Yeah, more stamps.
I have more stamps that I didn't get out yet. We'll have some doilies and stickers and linens, fabric,
And some more songbooks.
and National Geographics. I already said. Just come back. We'll have all kinds of stuff. Hello, Scrapbook Sage. Oh, and tomorrow we are going to have a guest seller, Johnny, Junk Journal Shop is going to come on and sell with us tomorrow. So she might either sell first or she's going to be a work-in. We're going to start at 12 Central tomorrow. And then Johnny will pop in at some point and show you some of her things that she's been working on between taking care of mother-in-law and working full-time. So I will see you guys at Woolly. We are selling tomorrow at 12 noon Central Time. And then tomorrow we're also going to share out everybody else's information. Vanessa's going to have her monthly giveaway on June 1st at Clemens Crafts. I will link that out tomorrow. June 6th, we're going to have pajama party with myself and Vanessa and Aaron and Debbie Epps. Johnny may be selling with us then. Jen is going to have some papers. I'm missing somebody. So we're going to have all kinds of women, and then we're going to do it again the Saturday, June 7th. So we're going to keep switching off so we can offer more array of things for you guys. So we're going to stay up as late as we can. I'm getting old.
So
So she'll probably take a day and take a nap that day before.
Yeah, I'll come home and take a nap and be like, okay, Shaun. Yes, so our first slumber party. We're going to have pillow fights, you name it. All right, you guys, I will see you over at Jacqueline's at 3 o'clock Central Time. Shaun and I are going to go grab some lunch. And you guys have a fabulous day. And we love you all a long time.
Everybody have a good day.
And I signed up for my first retreat. Yay! I'm going with Vanessa to Biloxi, Mississippi in May of 2026. So if someone else would like to join us, please let us know and we will get information to you because I'm super excited.
Yay!
Shaun's going, but he's not going to participate in the retreat. All right, everybody. We love you long time. Have a fabulous day, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Oh, look, I'm trying to turn it off with the wrong. Oh, and I did get a new keyboard. Look at the keyboard.
And mouse.
And my mouse.
Not your mouth, your mouth.
Oh, he does not. Can you believe it? Rhea, he's very rude. Are you going to, Rhea? Will you be at the retreat? That will be so much fun. He'll be at dinner with us, so you guys can all sit by him so I don't have to.
Surgery Man at dinner. I'm going to get me an S and have Surgery Man on my t-shirt.
Yes, he will be carrying things in for everyone.
At a fee.
And then he's making things for my giveaway for the people at my table. So he'll be making some things too. Yay. Come on, Rhea. How else are you going to meet us? Oh my gosh, if I can find a cape, yes.
Everybody there would, what the hell's going on?
Yes, I want to be at your table too, Vanessa. All right, you guys. Yay, Rhea, sign up.
The Surgery Man will give you an autograph.
And you get to sit by him. So we'll exchange phone numbers, and when you get to the hotel, we'll make him come down and help carry things up with his dolly.
Pack mule.
All right, everybody, you guys have a wonderful day. And again, we are so happy to have you guys in our lives. And
thank you, everybody, for coming to our 750 giveaway. That was very fun, exciting. Our next goal is 1,000. And if you tell any friends, there will be a $100 gift card given away with other little goodies. So be a little bit bigger and better. So.
And how am I going to make it funner? Bye, everyone.